He's really not prepared, dude.
I know.
He only came on like 20 minutes early.
Yeah, seriously. Not cool.
I was trying to get us here an hour early. Chris is not even around.
I know. I got interrupted. I was trying to beat Metal Gear Solid 2.
God, guys.
What's up?
I can't believe this. I just read this on the internet. I don't know if this is true or if I'm being trolled or whatever, but remember we watched that Shin Megami Tensei 5 reveal trailer on E3, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm reading these comments on the internet and they're telling me that the main protagonist is actually a male.
What?
Yeah. And I don't know if this is true because this is just I've been looking at fan art over the past couple of days.
Yeah.
And if it turns out that this was fan art of a male, then I just don't know where to place myself. Wow.
That was a horrible opening.
How the fuck did you want us to transition from that to fucking E3? What are you talking about? Type was
It sounded better in my head.
Yeah, really. I was like, I don't even know how to react to this.
All right. Well, on the topic of E3, were there any other trailers that made you question your sexuality and identity, Alan John?
Yes, but we'll get to that later. That's Nintendo's presentation. Before that,
Oh no.
we should probably just divide this entire E3 to pre-Nintendo and post-Nintendo. I think that makes sense.
Nintendo was last.
Yeah. Nintendo it literally carried E3, at least in my opinion. But there were some cool things before them, I guess.
The coolest being that on the last episode of the Tempcast, which was episode 43, I predicted that Rainbow Six Quarantine would be renamed to Rainbow Six Extraction.
And that came true.
You can check it out. And I called it, and I have no idea how I was able to call it. I didn't have any insider information, but yeah, I was right. I was, however, wrong that they were going to announce the remake of Assassin's Creed 1, but I think that's coming any day now. And that's all that Ubisoft really had for us, right?
Yeah, so Ubisoft went first. They didn't really have anything.
I guess the Far Cry 6, but we already knew about that.
I don't care.
Yeah, they detailed a lot of Far Cry 6 beforehand, and then they also did that Xbox's presentation, so, I mean, And then they did the Mario plus Rabbids, which is cool, but then they also did that at Nintendo's presentation.
I'm just thinking in general, what were your favorite announcements and possibly favorite presentations like before Nintendo just dominated? For me, it was limited run games and their entire presentation. I really liked that. I really like that Plumbers Don't Wear Ties is getting a re-release, possibly a physical one, which is amazing. What do you guys think about Microsoft's presentation? Because, a lot of people are saying that, wow, Microsoft showed off all these games, but to me, it felt kind of quantity over quality. There was a bunch of games, but I don't know any of them. Oh, cool, Halo Infinite. They got a new Cortana, which isn't really that hot compared to the previous one.
I think that my most anticipated game from the Xbox press conference would probably be Slime Rancher 2.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't say that with any hint of sarcasm. I think that genuinely looked decent.
Chari said the same thing.
Yeah. She didn't have a lot to say about it on the site, but yeah, Slime Rancher 2, that's probably like what I would want to play. That said, I don't have an Xbox or really like a PC or anything like that. But yeah, I'd play the shit out of Slime Rancher 2.
It's going to be on Game Pass, so you can, I don't know.
Yeah. Then I have to get Game Pass. But you know what? Slime Rancher 2 might be worth it.
It might be.
None of the presentations really stuck out to me besides Nintendo. For Xbox, I mean, we got a date for the Diablo 2 remake, which is kind of cool. That's coming in early September. Arcane showed off a new like co-op, almost Borderlands-ish type of horror vampire hunting game that is fun. But nothing really solid to latch onto, at least for me. I mean, I'm sure people are excited about Halo, and Game Pass looks awesome. Game Pass still continues to be amazing. I'm sure it won't last forever. Eventually, game publishers are going to start carving things up and taking stuff off Game Pass for their own streaming or subscription services. So people should take advantage of Game Pass while they can. But like a bunch of Bethesda stuff just got added. I think Hades is coming. Yeah, like it's really good right now. But that was really the main thing was Game Pass.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, really, this E3 was, I guess we could say, lackluster a little bit. Yeah, it was all online, only digital, no cringy presentations, which I miss. I honestly miss those.
There was still some cringe. There was some cringe.
Yeah, there was some cringy presentations.
Yeah, but it's not the same. When you see somebody forget their lines live on stage for millions of people to see, it's a different feeling. That's what I want.
That's special, yeah, for sure.
I want to see, what was it? What was the guy who was presenting the Wii game, the Wii Rock Band or whatever? He was playing with the drums. Remember that? With a nunchuck and a Wiimote. Mm-hmm. It was so awkward. Yeah, I miss that kind of stuff. Or the Konami presentation of 2010. I still remember it to this day. That's just... Everybody needs to watch that video. It's on YouTube somewhere. Just watch the full presentation. You'll understand what you're missing out on. It's what did Microsoft announce other than that? Nothing much.
The Starfield is finally getting a date. It's coming out November 11th of 22.
Yeah, this is an interesting fact. Everybody's hyped for Bethesda games, but the last couple of Bethesda games were meh.
Yeah, I guess maybe just because Starfield has been in development for so long, people assume it'll be good. But like, yeah, I haven't really been high on Bethesda for a while. Probably, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Fallout 3, maybe Skyrim. I don't know.
You guys said this. Actually, by the way, GB Temp did a live E3 coverage of E3. You should check that out. It's on the archive somewhere. So check that out if you want to really understand what was actually announced on E3 to get the full picture. You can only access that on twitch.tv/GBATempTV. That's GBATempTV because some asshole already took GBA Temp on Twitch. And he has like 7 followers and 0 videos and has never streamed ever. Okay, anyways, back to E3.
Also, I wasn't invited. Just letting everybody know, I wasn't invited to be part of that. So you don't really have to watch it.
You were literally defending.
Nobody told me about it.
You were defending at that time, literally.
Oh yeah, I guess I was, but I still wasn't invited.
Well, why would you invite somebody if you know they can't make it?
Just so that you could say that you did.
Well, what's the point of inviting if you know that person won't be able to come?
So that they felt loved.
We all love you, Eric.
Thank you.
All right, moving back to E3. What was I talking about? Oh, biggest announcement for me pre-Nintendo was definitely the new Final Fantasy game. I changed my mind about it. I am actually looking forward to this game. We're talking about Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins. That game, when it was revealed live to us, Steven, we were reacting to it live.
Yep.
And I remember I said, hey, this looks like Dark Souls 1. Like the graphics. And now that I'm looking back to it, I found this amazing YouTube video where somebody took the trailer and just compressed it, set it to 4:3, and let the bodies hit the floor to it and made it an AMV out of it or something. And it just captured the early 2000s aesthetic so well. Not early 2000s, but 2008, 2009, that kind of aesthetic so well. And now, I'm starting to think that this was all done on purpose in order to, like how indie games are like 8-bit and 16-bit. This is the same thing. They're purposefully making it look like a 2009 game. And it's just so not cringy, but
is 2009 a period we want to revisit? Really? Like,
yeah.
People have a lot of affection for 8-bit games. I don't know that anyone wants to go back to the dusty, gray, brown, emo period of the late 2000s.
That's my childhood right there. That's what I want. I want to go back. I don't want to be an adult. Fuck this.
Do you guys have any idea how I would have reacted if at the Square Enix conference they announced a new Kingdom Hearts and I wasn't streaming? You realize the fire that you were playing with? We would have gotten so many views. I would have gotten fired from the site if that had happened. So we got lucky that they didn't announce it. I don't even know. That's the thing. I don't know what I would do. I would your ears would be bleeding. I'll tell you that.
I just imagine Eric reacting to Kingdom Hearts 4 and screaming out the N-word or something stupid like that.
No, I wouldn't.
It's funny. I was literally thinking the exact same thing. I was like, what else would get him fired? Well, what else would get you fired?
This isn't Game Grumps.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, they didn't get fired for doing it. We would fire you on GBA Temp.
John kind of got fired a little bit.
I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, this Stranger of Paradise or Strangers of Paradise, I don't know what it's called, but
Strangers in Paradise.
Is this game supposed to be like a prequel to Final Fantasy 1? I don't get it.
I don't know.
It's a prequel to every Final Fantasy in every timeline and a prequel to Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, Eric, honestly, I have no idea if you're joking.
And therefore a prequel to every Disney movie.
That legitimately might be true.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is before the timeline split. This is when everything was one.
Before chaos ruined everything.
Chaos.
Yeah, chaos. And so moving on from this, well, I think if you can describe E3 with one word, it would be probably be
chaos.
That's a funny joke.
That was great. Right. That was smooth.
Speaking about smooth, Nintendo. Wow. I am blown away. Honestly,
Wait a minute.
Expected.
Hold on. Wait, before we get to Nintendo, can we talk about the cringy bad press conferences we had? Like the PC gaming show that...
I didn't even watch that one.
That started off by proudly announcing that no hitches were detected and then was muted for a few minutes. Or that, most of these press conferences build up to a big reveal at the end that usually knocks everybody's socks off. And then I think the PC gaming show ended with a skit about a robot taking over the world. And that was the big ending that they were building to the whole time.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. You are right. This E3 did have cringe to it. You are absolutely right.
Notably, there was also Capcom, which opened up with a trailer for Resident Evil Village, which came out about a month and a half ago, and then a black screen that said, yeah, we're going to do DLC, which is like, it was about the length of a tweet. And then they just talked about a few games that are about to come out for like 15-20 minutes at a time, so they didn't really announce anything new. That one was a little disappointing.
They had an Ace Attorney segment, which got me hyped, because I thought, they're going to give an entire segment of this presentation to it, so they're definitely going to tease maybe Ace Attorney 7 or something, or maybe a trailer or whatever, or at least say they're developing it.
Yeah, especially after the leaks.
It was just 10 or 15 minutes of gameplay from the great Ace Attorney, a game which came out 4 years ago?
Something like that, 4 or 5, yeah. There was also the fantastic Namco Bandai presentation, which started with a developer interview on from the Dark Pictures Chronicles, and then cut back to the main E3 stream hosted by Greg Miller and cut him off mid-sentence and then never came back. So apparently it was a presentation for one game that they didn't know when it was going to end.
Yeah.
And I was watching that one with Chari because she was reporting on every press conference as it happened, and we both spent about 15 minutes going to every E3 stream, every social media account, every Namco Bandai account, trying to figure out if it had actually ended, if it was being cut off, because we didn't know what the hell had happened.
That's insane.
That was a good time. That was my favorite moment of E3 2021 for sure.
Okay, can we please move on now, Steven, without you interrupting me?
I'm not
finished. Listen,
with Super Seducer. I had to think of the name of the game.
All right, yeah, you guys can go ahead.
Oh, by the way, Eric, they did actually announce a Kingdom Hearts related thing. The Microsoft conference. They announced that Sea of Thieves is going to have an expansion pack with Johnny Depp. Well, I don't know if he's actually voicing Jack Sparrow, but Jack Sparrow is going to be in the game. Yes, he is.
It was a pretty decent impersonator, though.
I'm saying that they're not going to have Johnny Depp voice him. They're probably going to have the guy who voiced him in the Kingdom Hearts games voice him.
It was a pretty decent impression, though.
It's a pretty good impression.
It probably left a good impression for you, knowing that Sea of Thieves, knowing that the Kingdom Hearts universe is expanding ever more. Now into other games even. That's insane. True. Wow.
Well, what makes you think that I like pirates?
For the viewers at home, Eric Sander just showed us his room, which is just in the background. It's just full of pirate stuff. There's a pirate ship. There's a pirate sigil. I think that's what it is. There's 2 skulls. There's a pirate blade. Yes. There's also an American flag, which no, wait, that's not related to the pirates. Oh, he has 2 fencing swords, which I guess pirates used.
Yeah.
So yeah, Eric is a massive pirate nut. Oh, and there's Johnny Depp, of course. Johnny Depp is in. It's a poster of Johnny Depp. Unfortunately, we don't have Johnny Depp in the studio.
Yeah. That would have been cool. The thing is, after we get T-Pain on, we can work about getting Johnny Depp on the podcast.
Johnny Depp is in so much financial trouble right now due to his divorce.
Yeah,
he probably would do it.
He probably would. T-Pain, I think, will do it for free. Yeah. We just got to reach out.
I just noticed Eric is like bouncing a little in his seat. Did you just get that excited when we started talking about Johnny Depp? Or have you been doing that the whole time?
I've been doing that the whole time.
Okay.
Speaking about things going on the whole time, apparently Nintendo has not forgotten about franchises that don't make money.
Yeah.
And decided to release not 1, not 2, but 3 games were announced from a series that people did not expect at all, really. First off, a new Mario Party was announced, right?
Yeah, so it's a new Mario Party. It has 5 boards from the 3 N64 games and 100 mini games that are all being taken from the N64 games as well. So it's not really a new one, but it kind of is. It'll play like the traditional ones. It has online play that'll actually work, unlike Super Mario Parties where you could only do mini games online for some reason. It's not technically new, but it's been so long since we've had a good Mario Party. I was still excited and fucking jumping around for it, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, this is what I think fans of Mario Party have been asking for a long time. Just give us the game, the boards from the previous games, right?
Yeah, because especially since it's been so long, and like Mario Party, as much as I love it, is not really a well-designed game. It's a party game. It's, you know, stupid and silly, and like it is the kind of thing you can just kind of play the same ones over and over again with people. Like, you know, eventually it'll wear out eventually, but I'm totally happy for them to just repackage the old stuff and make it look pretty, make it play nicer, make it more accessible. You know, I don't got to drag out an N64 or something.
Yeah, but, you know, Mario Party isn't like necessarily a dead franchise. It's been getting games like constantly. It's like on Mario Party 76 or whatever.
Yeah.
Right now.
Roughly.
And so what Nintendo did announce is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, which I suppose is some kind of collection of Monkey Ball games.
The first 3 ones, I believe, yeah.
Which is cool. Then, right after that, another collection. This time, a remake of 2 games. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, which is a
pretty clever title.
Genius name.
Yeah.
Great title.
So for anyone who doesn't know what they are, they're made by the people that did Fire Emblem before Fire Emblem got really big and kind of consumed that entire company. They're similar kind of strategy RPGs, and they've been kind of forgotten to time. So it's cool to see them come back. Hopefully it's a testing ground to see if it's worth them making more. And I would like to see Intelligent Systems not move away from Fire Emblem, but diversify a little.
That's cool. I did not know about the Fire Emblem devs making it. What do you think about...
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the art style in this one? Because I've heard criticism online saying, oh, this looks nothing like the original, and some people are saying, oh, it looks better. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I like it. It's very like anime, and I don't know. I think it looks fine. It just I don't have a huge connection to the original ones, but I just don't feel super strongly about it. I guess it comes down to whether you prefer pixel art or anime art, right?
Oh yeah, but I don't know. I think the original was better. This one looks kind of
Bananas.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I hadn't really given it much thought. Looking at it again, it looks a little low. It looks a little like, not blocky, but they look like toys. Like it's very like, like they're just like very smooth and rounded. There's not a lot of texture. It does look a little like lo-fi.
Should it have been like a very like realistic, like photorealistic, you think?
No, not photorealistic, but I don't. It just doesn't look. I don't know how. I don't know how to put it exactly, but it doesn't really stand out. It just looks a little plain. It doesn't have that like bright popping colors that a lot of Nintendo games usually do.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say the problem is the colors. I think it's more of the line art.
Yeah,
but then again, I can't even draw a stick figure, so I'm not going to criticize the artists at all.
Yeah, you know more about this than we do, though, as like a graphic designer. It's not something I'm great at putting into words.
So that was the first, that was the first franchise that got revitalized on the stage. Then after that, what do we get? A new WarioWare game. Dude.
Yep.
This was big. This was a big freaking announcement.
Yeah, so there hasn't been a WarioWare game. Technically, the last one was Gold on the 3DS. That was in 2018, but it was like a collection. It was a best of old micro games. If you're talking about original ones, it's been since 2013 on the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, a lot of people have been asking for this because the Switch. It's got a gyroscope. It's got a rumble thing.
Yeah,
so this is perfect for the Switch.
Just also because WarioWare is fucking awesome. Like, it's just these short little micro games. They're like 5 to 15 seconds long, and you just got to plow through them as quickly as you can. It's very frantic and surreal and weird and funny. I like WarioWare a lot. If you ever played Rhythm Heaven, it's a lot like that with less of an emphasis on music.
I love Rhythm Heaven.
Yeah, they're very similar.
I heard people say this is the closest we're going to get to a new Rhythm Heaven, which is a shame. I'd love a new Rhythm Heaven. Those games are good. But some of them are hard. The Samurai one with the ghosts, I can't get past that one. I'm stuck. I'm playing on the 3DS right now, and I cannot get past that Samurai versus stupid ghost battle. It's the timing, it's just so off. Damn it.
Yeah.
Guys, it's time to get it together because we skipped the fact that there's DLC for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the greatest game of couple years. What was it? 2019? I
think it was 2020.
Was it 2020? Really?
Yeah, it was January 2020. It was real early.
Okay, yeah. Well, they're still adding DLC to that, so that's important to know. I really just wanted to say get it together.
Yeah, but that joke, because me and Alan John never said that that's the subtitle of the new WarioWare, so.
Guys, WarioWare, get it together, fam.
All right.
Because
I don't know who made WarioWare get it together, but I think they should make WarioWare get to the polls.
I thought you were going to say get to the point.
Yeah, get to the
point. Get to the next topic. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. And now the third franchise that was finally revitalized after many, many years of just, fans waiting for a new game in this series. Finally Nintendo delivered. Not just Nintendo, another third-party company helped them. Mario vs. Rabbids Sparks of Hope is finally coming to the Switch. Guys, I've been waiting for this for years now. That was my favorite game of all time. That's probably my favorite Mario game, if you think about it. It's like XCOM and Rabbids. Rabbits are so cute. They're so funny. They look so stupid, and I love them. And Mario's like, wahoo! Yee-hee.
The first one was a decent tactical RPG. It's not great, but I am kind of excited for this. I liked the first one.
I like how Steven calls Mario vs. Rabbids tactical RPG. It puts it automatically at the same spot as like Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a tactical RPG. Squad-based tactical RPG.
Yeah, but for real though. Let's all right. Enough playing around. Okay, you know what I'm talking about for real. You know what I mean. Metroid
Dread.
Nintendo did not forget about Metroid. And you know what? At first, they were like, okay, guys, just another update on Metroid Prime 4 is in development, just like Bayonetta 3. All right, it's coming. It's coming. But in the meantime, take a look at this. And they're like, oh, what's it going to be? Is it going to be a new Metroid spinoff? Is it going to be Federation Force 2? Oh, what's it going to be? Just write out shows in text, just Metroid 5. That's it. Oh. And I'm thinking, oh, is this a teaser? And then, no, they show gameplay. This game is ready, and they show it, and it's so cool. It's made by the guys who did Metroid Samus Returns, Mercury's team.
Also, the original team is involved in it, but they like partnered with that team, right? So it's not just the remake team taking over to make a new game.
Yep, Yoshio Sakamoto-san is back. I don't know, advisor or whatever, or producing this game. I don't know, but he's one of the original creators of the original Metroid, and he was a producer alongside all the 4 2D games.
Right.
So, yeah, this isn't like some fans coming up together to make a fan game. No, this is the real deal. All right. And what surprised me was the announcement date. I mean, not the announcement date, the release date.
I can't believe they did it at E3.
I can't believe they announced it at E3.
No, the release date, it confused me at first because it was 10/8/2021. And I was hyped up because I live in a country where dates make sense, right? So we go day, then month, then year. So I thought, oh, this is coming out in 2 months? Whoa, it's coming out in August? Holy. Then Steven was like, no, it's coming out in October. Ah, damn you Americans.
Well, I wasn't sure either. I speculated, and then we found out later that unfortunately it is October, yeah.
But still, that's very soon. That is before 2022. And the game looks complete to me. They had a Treehouse presentation as well. And I am so hyped for this. Like,
do you think it'll like the gameplay will be like a Metroidvania type of game or?
Oh, me and him watched the whole 30-minute. Oh, sorry.
I know. I'm sorry. It's because it's Metroidvania.
Do you think Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be a Death Stranding type of game?
You just want me to say the line Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus.
Alan, at some point you should drop in the audio from when it was announced. And
I might leave just a link to that Twitch clip because the audio might be copyrighted, because you know how Nintendo is. I think we had to actually scare a little bit, because after we finish our coverage, I found a tweet by Twitch where they're like, okay, we're advising people not to do live commentary on Nintendo's E3 presentation because they said that they're not allowing it. Like, what? Oh, they're not allowing like retranslation of this stream, which is why it's free. It's not a pay-per-view. This isn't Logan Paul versus Conor McGregor. This is like free stuff. You can just open up a YouTube. Why can't I restream it? But nothing happened so far. Our Twitch channel hasn't been removed.
You
yet.
made an error.
Yeah.
You misspoke. Oh my goodness.
I'm dyslexic.
He's really revealing his vulnerabilities, isn't he?
Wow. It turns out you're not the perfect man we thought you were.
Hey, I'm just hyped up for Metroid. Like, the last 2D Metroid game in the series, chronologically speaking, was 19 years ago. And after that, we had, I think, Samus Returns for the 3DS, which I'm planning to play soon because I just recently finished Metroid Fusion.
Nice.
Because I got really hyped up. I just needed Metroid in me right now. Like, just give me Metroid. I need Metroid right now.
Okay, but we all came here for, entered the conference for one thing. Zelda. We know that. Skyward Sword HD.
Yeah, of course, they had to have Zelda for the kids, because, the real men, they got hyped from Metroid. Because literally, if you played the last Metroid 2D game, then by now you're probably an adult. So I don't think there are any Metroid fans under 18. I honestly don't. Well, I was a Metroid fan before I was 18. Well, right now, it wouldn't make
Metroid
sense because... Okay, forget about it. Yeah, Zelda. Oh, Eric, I really want to talk to you about Zelda. Did you watch the trailer?
For Breath of the Wild 2?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Eric, I got an idea. I got a theory, right? Some of it is stolen from Reddit. Some of it is original. Here's my theory, but you're going to be like correcting me because I don't know the lore as good as you do. I think this game, the sequel, is going to have elements of time travel in it.
Yeah.
Because we see like a couple of gameplay segments where Link is reversing time, right? And he's going back in time. He's doing some Tenet type of shit. The thing is, I think Aonuma, he said that he can't reveal the title right now because it's too spoilery. So it might have something in the title that would spoil the game. Like, what can you put in a title that would spoil the game? Now, that got me thinking.
Yeah.
We have another Zelda game coming out soon. It's Skyward Sword, which is a remake. Why would they choose Skyward Sword? Oh, wait, Skyward Sword has islands, floating islands, right? This game has floating islands as well. Huh. Interesting. Maybe that's somehow related. I don't know. But since it's Breath of the Wild, that was the first game, maybe the second game is going to have something other of the wild. You know what I mean? Like maybe, I don't know, demise of the wild?
Girls gone.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Because Skyward Sword, what you said is that Skyward Sword takes place like it's the first chronological game in the Zelda series. And this one is going to be the complete opposite. So it's going to tie somehow together. And okay, spoiler, Ganon dies in the first Breath of the Wild, right?
Okay. He's died before. Well, wait. He has died before in other timelines, though.
Ganon is actually demise.
Yes.
So maybe he's
demise
back.
reincarnated.
So that's my first theory. The second theory is that since the title might be a spoilery, I don't think it might be demise of the wild. It might be something related to Link. Possibly a Link to the Past. No. But something like that. Demise of Link. That's another theory I saw on the internet.
That's a whole timeline where it was the demise of Link, where all the good games are.
It might have... Okay, basically what I'm saying is that the title might have something to do with time in it, which would reveal a gameplay element to this game that we haven't really seen yet. I think time travel is really heavily involved somehow in the story.
It wouldn't be
of
the
this
first
game.
time.
It wouldn't be the first time. They might do something like they did with Ocarina of Time, but way more extreme. I think we might see a Hyrule that takes place right after Breath of the Wild, and a Hyrule that's either way into the future or, which would make sense more, way into the past. You know what I mean? What do you think, Eric? What's your theory?
I mean, like that sounds reasonable to me. I mean, like, what games had time travel? Skyward Sword had time travel. Ocarina of Time had time travel. Majora's Mask had time travel. To an extent, Wind Waker had time travel. Yeah, sure. Time travel is probably going to happen at some point, and it's gonna mess people up.
I think Age of Calamity, that's the Hyrule Warriors game. That's what it's called.
That probably had time travel.
Yeah, I read some spoilers about that game, and it seems to really heavily change Breath of the Wild's plot.
Really? Isn't it just a prequel?
At first it is, but then by the end of it, it reveals it has like I'm not gonna say it because it's spoilery and people might want to play it, but it's like, oh, this is what we're doing. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it won't affect 2 that much anyway, because they probably won't expect everyone to have played a spin-off or to have paid super close attention to the plot in a Zelda game. You know?
I mean, that's what people have been wanting for a long time, is a coherent Zelda game. Well, in terms of its timeline.
I think a vocal minority has. I don't know if most people are super passionate about that.
The first thing that I care about when it comes to Zelda is having a coherent timeline. That's why when Hyrule Historia came out and they had their whole hypothetical timeline, I got pretty pissed because Nintendo really dropped the ball on how they designed their official timeline, and it took all of the love of the series away from me.
Yeah, so this is them saying I'm sorry to Alexander. Basically, this is their apology to Alexander.
Give me a reason for there to be 3 timelines. God damn it!
That's what the game's going to be called. The Legend of Zelda: The Apology to Alexander.
Oh, have I shown you guys the Legend of Alexander?
Oh my god!
Oh, okay, I'll show you after the podcast.
Is that some dog stuff?
Hey, so censor that. So anyway,
final thing I want to say is that I've changed my mind about Nintendo. I think Nintendo cares more about its franchises, way more than any other company. Now that I think about it, because I found this statistic.
Bless you.
That wasn't a sneeze. Steven was just laughing at what I was saying because it's so absurd to him. The last thing I want to say is that Steven, please, come on. I'm trying to have a discussion here. The last thing I want to say is that I found this statistic on the internet and I couldn't believe it, but it's true. So basically, Splatoon 2 has sold more copies.
Jesus, Steven. Okay, hold on.
Let's
Steven,
just give Steven a minute.
Take this outside. Are you all right? Are you done? Are you done? Okay, we're all together again. They finally lifted the restrictions in our Texas-based studio. So for the first time, I'm seeing your ugly mug without a mask, and you're just sneezing everywhere. You're not even covering your mouth, dude. Seriously.
Listen,
are you all right?
They lifted the restrictions. What do you want me to do?
Cough into your arm.
No, they said I don't have to, man. Cough all over the mic. Cough all over your mic.
All right. Excuse me, Alan John, where were you?
I just wanted to say that Splatoon 2 sold more copies than all the Metroid games combined. So
wow.
The fact that they actually decided to give the franchise a new game is actually pretty cool. Yeah, people are complaining, oh, it doesn't look AAA. It looks like a 3DS game. First of all, it doesn't. And second of all, if you were Nintendo, you would not invest like $100 million into a game like Metroid, because it really is. And I loved Metroid a lot since I was a little kid. And yeah, I have to look at the facts and say that this game doesn't sell that well. Like in any market, even in Japan, it doesn't really sell that well. So yeah, there's that. And compared to other companies like Sony, like, where's Sly Cooper? What happened? Huh? Exactly.
Yeah.
At least we're getting a new Metroid game that's not like a spin-off or whatever. Yeah. So F-Zero fans, just hold on. I know it's going to happen soon enough.
Give it 19 years.
Hold on.
If it hasn't already been 19 years, it might be.
Guys, we forgot the biggest thing, homies.
What's that?
We all were wrong about our DLC predictions for the new Smash character.
Oh, yeah. It's the Tekken guy.
Yeah. That sucks.
You guys think they choose fighting game characters because they already have a defined moveset?
I think they picked him just to piss the 3 of us off.
I don't have a problem with them. I don't know. That's fine.
I liked the trailer for him. I liked how he murdered everybody except Kirby, because Kirby is indestructible, literally.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Speaking about things that are pretty cool, Elden Ring got a trailer somehow, and it was amazing, and I love it. And please give it to me right now. This trailer was full of so many things, and I can just talk hours and hours about it. That's how good it was. What do you guys think? I know you guys are big Dark Souls fans. Are you as hyped as I am for this one?
Eric, you go.
No.
I don't play Dark Souls.
Not particularly. It looked like a PS3 game, and I apologize, but I'm not sorry. Yeah, it looked like garbage.
You say it looks like a PS3 game. Have you seen Strangers of Paradise, the Final Fantasy Origins?
Have you seen Stranger Things Season 3?
Chaos must be behind this.
Yep.
Yeah, Elden Ring, please give it to me now. I can't wait. I'm torn because I don't have that much money, and I'm thinking, okay, should I buy Should I buy a Switch for Metroid 5? Or should I buy a PS5 for Elden Ring? I'm conflicted. I honestly have no idea what to do.
I would get the Switch for Metroid because there's a chance your PC will run Elden Ring.
That chance is small. My PC probably can't even handle that Final Fantasy game.
Well, it would be easier to upgrade your PC than to buy a PS5.
No, it won't, because everything's old in my PC, and I'd need a new processor.
Oh, you'd have to
I'll need a new motherboard for that. I'll need a new RAM for that because I still have DDR3.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You might be boned. I don't know.
It's actually quite the opposite. There's a chance that my PC can run Metroid 5 because of the Yuzu emulator, yeah.
That's actually not a bad point.
But I want to buy Metroid. I want to support the franchise.
Yeah.
And you can't buy things without the Switch.
I think Nintendo has a website. You could probably create an account and buy it, and then just also download it on the Yuzu emulator.
Is that piracy?
Yes, but
Is
it's
it though?
also buying it. That's still piracy, yeah.
Okay, wait. What if I get it physically and I dump the cartridge?
I think that's okay.
If only we had a lawyer who knew how to answer all of these questions.
Well, we do have a lawyer, but in lawyer school, he was like, copyright law, fuck that. I'm gonna defend criminals.
Sometimes, well, they're not always criminals. Sometimes I get these guys off. You know, I went to law school to get guys off, and I got a guy off on Wednesday, and I'm gonna get 4 guys off next week, and yeah, you know, that's what I do. Just me and my 2 hands, just getting a bunch of guys off and getting paid for it. So that was the podcast, everyone.
Dude, that's reductive to your craft. You use your mouth a lot, also. Like I've heard the way you orate. It's amazing.
Yeah, I am a good orator.
Yeah, so don't discount your mouth's work.
Eric works orally.
Hey-o.
I hate my life.
Yeah, I hate your life too. Okay, bye everybody.
Are we done? We haven't talked about Kojima.
Okay, bye.
No, I want to talk about Kojima. Or Eric, are you like in a hurry?
I gotta go. Well, no, go ahead. Let's talk about hideous Kojima.
All right, very quick. Quick.
Hideous Konami.
Okay.
There's this thing going on right now where there's a PS5 exclusive game that hasn't been released yet called Abandoned. It's by the studio called Blue Box Studios. And people are speculating online that this is a Moby Dick situation. This is Kojima pretending to be a different developer. And this game, Abandoned, is actually Silent Hills, or a Silent Hill type of game produced by Kojima. Now, what kind of proof do we have? Well, nothing concrete. It's obviously all just speculation. There have been a couple of cryptic tweets from this Blue Box Studios and a couple of interesting posts on Instagram by Kojima himself. In fact, there's one posted June 10th where Kojima is literally holding a blue box. Now, it has some text on it. I don't know what it is, but it's literally Hideo Kojima holding a blue box, and he has blue glasses. Okay,
whoa.
Note that. That's interesting.
Have you ever held a blue box, Alan John?
I literally never in my life, I don't think I've even seen a blue box before.
I have a blue box right behind me. Does that...
Cool.
I'm just saying, that's not the weirdest thing.
Okay, it doesn't stop there, okay? Recently, Blue Box Studios, they had this tweet, June 15th, 10:56 p.m. Basically, they say, guess the name. Abandoned equals first letter S, last letter L. Reveal closing in. PS5 hashtag exclusive. Now, what they're saying is that Abandoned isn't like the final name of the game, right? And the real name, it's going to start with S and it's going to end with L. Okay, what would you call that? Like, what is that tweet supposed to imply other than the fact that this is actually Silent Hill? Okay, after this tweet, they're like, "Oh, we're sorry. We want to set things straight. We have no relations with Konami. Silent Hill is owned by Konami. We do not have any relations with Hideo Kojima. It was never our intention to tease the name as Silent Hill. We sincerely apologize for this." Okay, yeah, sure. You know what this reminds me of? Moby Dick Studios had a very similar tweet back when people were speculating that Phantom Pain is actually Metal Gear Solid 5. And they said in a tweet as well, they're like, we're not Metal Gear. Come on, have you seen a flying whale on fire in any Metal Gear game before? Come on. No, this isn't Metal Gear, obviously. Our game is original. That's what they said, basically. Turns out that Phantom Pain was indeed Metal Gear Solid 5. Now, it doesn't end here. There's only one credited developer for this entire studio, and his name is Hasan Kahraman. Hasan Kahraman. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Well, not really, because Hasan Kahraman hasn't really worked on any games at all, other than a couple of games that were on the Android store and were up for a couple of days and then instantly removed. So that's kind of suspicious, right? What kind of game studio has no prior games? And it worked on Blue Box Studios is credited for a Steam game that was removed as well. Like all their previous games were removed. You can't find them anywhere on the internet. It's almost like this game company was made out of thin air. Huh. Okay. Now, Hasan Kahraman, if you've noticed, there's something interesting about his name. His initials are HK. HK, Hideo Kojima. That's not all. It doesn't stop there. Hideo, if you translate Hideo from Japanese to Turkish, it translates as Kahraman. Okay, that's a bit of a coincidence. Jeff Keighley has said on Twitter that he was approached by Blue Box to show off their game June 22nd. Okay, that's kind of suspicious because you'd think this indie studio that's literally never worked on a real game before, calling Jeff Keighley. That's like if I ask Jeff Keighley, hey, can you show Alien John on the next Game Awards? No, that's not happening. Right? So, and he's like, okay, yeah, I'll show it.
And plus it's a PS5 exclusive, which is also weird, right? Like,
oh, that's weird. That indeed is weird. You could argue that Sony is taking in indie developers, more seriously or whatever, but no, I don't think so. Also, speaking about Sony, look at the logo of Blue Box Studios and compare it to the PlayStation Studios. It's the same font.
Yeah.
It's the same exact font. All right. And also, like the PlayStation logo, it's a white box on a black background, and the Blue Box Studios, it's completely inverted. It's a black box on a white background, and the dimensions of the boxes are exactly the same. Okay, that's a coincidence. Okay, sure, maybe that's just a coincidence. Come on, it's just coincidence. Let's look at the trailer. And this goes even way more deeper than this. This is just the surface level stuff. It goes way deeper. If you look at the trailer, the announcement trailer, which was actually posted on GBA Temp some time ago, like if you just pause the video and look at it in 4K, that looks like a real forest, right? Yeah. It looks absolutely real. Like the graphics are phenomenal. But when you play the game, play the video, you can see one very jarring thing. The frame rate is abysmal. It's so bad. It's literally like 5 frames a second or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is weird, and why would Sony put this on their main channel?
Hold on. To be fair, Sony also put up trailers for Life of Black Tiger on their official PlayStation channel, so that one doesn't really hold a lot of weight.
I honestly think that was uploaded just for the sake to make this look plausible. I honestly think
they were thinking that far like 6 years ago.
I honestly do think that might be a thing.
It would make the most sense.
So at the 50th second of the abandoned announcement teaser, there's a wall on the right, and it says, "Kill the trespasser." There's one funny thing. There's a tree right in the middle of it, and it's blocking out two letters. T and P. T and P. Or P and T. P. T. This is going to get you diagnosed as a schizophrenic. And watching this video, yeah, it's kind of low in frame rate, but the graphics look good. Why do the graphics look so real, but the frame rate is so bad? That's because, okay, think about this. You are given gameplay footage, and you are told, make this look like an indie game. There's two ways you can do it, right? You can lower the resolution, but that wouldn't make sense. You can't upload 240p footage as game footage. Or you lower the frame rate. That's it. This isn't how the game's going to look in the final version. It's going to be like 30 or 60 FPS possibly. This was done specifically to make the game look as indie, as beta, as alpha as possible. Now, it doesn't stop there. It goes even further than this. Well, I can't really find that information right now, but there's people decoding like what the person is talking about in the video. There's also the number 27 pops up a lot in like investigating all this stuff. The number 27 pops up, and the thing about 27 is that April 27th is when PT was taken down from the PlayStation Store. That's a coincidence, right?
Do you think they had Kojima at Summer Games Fest announce something kind of lame duck like the director's cut of Death Stranding to make it seem like this is what he's working on and not abandoned?
Oh, dude, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, there was like this very weird interview with Kojima by Jeff Keighley during the Summer Game Fest, where he was talking about 9/11 and stuff.
Yeah.
It was very weird. And then he showed a trailer for the director's cut of Death Stranding, which, okay, first of all, Hideo Kojima was in full control of that game. What kind of director's cut are we talking about? Director's cut implies that something was cut from the theatrical release. Really? So the fact that this is...
I mean, there have been director's cuts of games before.
Yeah, but this one, it's this... Anyways, the trailer itself, huge references to Metal Gear Solid. Like, huge.
Yeah.
Like, Norman Reedus finds a box, right? Because there's a lot of enemies, and they're walking in a pattern that's resembling Metal Gear Solid 1 enemies, if you think about it. They're walking, and, you know, it's obviously a stealth segment. And Norman Reedus, he just finds a box, right? And he jumps into the box incorrectly at first. And then he's like, okay, I'm done with this. Puts the box back on the shelf. Guys, you're looking at it wrong. Look at the video. Look at the trailer again. This is going to blow your mind.
He abandons the cardboard box. Whoa.
No. That's nothing. Like, people are trying to decipher that and thinking, oh, the Kojima is he's leaving Metal Gear behind. No. You're missing the fucking point. I just spit on my microphone. Look at the video again. Norman Reedus, when he first takes the box, that box isn't empty. It contains something in it.
Oranges.
Steven, now you know colors, right?
Oh, buddy.
If you invert orange, what color do you get when you invert orange?
And if you invert a sphere, what shape does it become?
No, you can't invert a sphere. No, it's completely different. If you invert the color orange, you get blue. And he inverted the box basically because he turned it around, right? And the oranges fell out, which means that basically it was a blue box.
Whoa. No, it was a box of blue, wasn't it?
Oh, dude, yeah.
That's the subtitle of the Breath of the Wild sequel, Box of the Blue.
Yeah, there's an entire subreddit if you want to check it out. It's called r/the Blue Box Conspiracy. Check it out. Some of these people are mentally insane. I don't agree with everything. But, also, by the way, guess what? Konami's Twitter is following Hideo Kojima again. Yeah.
That's legitimately the biggest news. That's like the strongest evidence I've heard so far. That's not bad.
A blue box? What is a blue box actually in real life? You can open up the Wikipedia page. A blue box was an electronic device used in the 20th century to make fraudulent phone signals.
Ooh.
So basically to send signals that weren't real.
I'm still here.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think, is there a possibility that Blue Box Studios is crafting all these coincidences to get eyes on their game?
No.
No?
I don't, because there are so many coincidences, like not from their part, that it's insane. Like this, people are still saying like, "Oh, you guys thinking that Blue Box is Hideo Kojima related? You're just insane." No, look at the facts. This isn't QAnon. This is real stuff.
This is Blue Anon.
This is Blue Anon. Yes, this literally is Blue Anon. Oh look, they even have like a segment on their website addressing the Hideo Kojima rumors. They're like, "Oh, we're absolutely not related at all." If this turns out to be not true, then I don't know. I'm gonna be sad a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I would definitely love it to be, but
Okay, wait, Steven, are you telling me you still have doubts? Or, excuse me, the oranges? After the oranges?
See, I feel like the coincidences that don't come from Blue Box are the really big stretches, like the oranges. Although Konami following Kojima on Twitter is legitimately the biggest one that I'm like, wow, I can't explain that away. Like,
dude,
that's actually pretty big.
Konami extended the Kojima Productions trademark to 2026.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, all right, I'm convinced. Well, either way, this should be announced on Tuesday, right? That's the expected, the 22nd?
It should be a gameplay reveal.
Yeah, some kind of reveal. So this will probably go up on Monday, or Tuesday. This will probably go up on Tuesday. So sometime when people are hearing this, there'll be a reveal about what all this was. You'll either
Final two things.
Okay.
If you go to Blue Box Game Studios YouTube channel, they have a banner on their YouTube channel. Guess what it is? It's hills, right? With fog in the middle of them.
Wow.
Fog being a very important part of the Silent Hill games. Okay, there's that. And also, abandoned. You know what else was abandoned? Silent Hills by Konami.
Wow.
What else can you say? Like, how am I else going to prove this to you? If you still have doubts after listening to this,
I would say that hills and fog are typically horror-themed, spooky environments, so it's not, it's super unique to Silent Hill.
Okay, you're just being a contrarian.
Listen, if I had to put money on it right now, I would say it's probably Kojima, but I'm not 100% certain.
The facts show... I'm just selling the facts, really.
All right. Yeah, you are.
Eric, you said you had like really strong opinions about Hideo Kojima.
I do. Unfortunately, some of our viewers will be upset if this video goes on too long, so I don't have time to go into my diatribe about how I feel about Hideo Kojima. So, unfortunately, I think we have to wrap it up here, my guys.
All right.
Thank you guys for listening.
All right, I'll see everyone next week
night.
when we get to talk about Abandoned again. You excited, Eric?
Oh, this episode is coming out exactly when the gameplay reveal trailer is going to be. And you're going to see how right I was.
They're either going to be sitting there being like, how could Steven not see it? He's an idiot. Or, holy shit, Alan John is crazy on the conspiracy train, depending on what's been revealed.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Bye,
everybody.
That's very sus.